So I'm gonna continue responding to everything that Rob Flynn is saying. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's start again. He's complaining, he's jealous that Trump was born into wealth, that he got a lot of money sent to him and all that stuff. He had a $200,000 allowance. Lucky motherfucker, let me tell you that. But hey, let me ask you, Rob Flynn. I know you're not going to watch this because this is a small channel and all that stuff, but if you do happen to watch this out of curiosity, let me tell you, wouldn't you also like to have that kind of allowance? You'll start funding your band, Machine Head. Of course, I'm talking about before Machine Head. Let's say you were born into wealth, got that $200,000 allowance, and you kept funding your band so you could go on to great labels like the one you're on, Nuclear Blast. Go to make good merchandise and all that stuff and get to tour around the fucking world like you do right now. Okay, so now what Rob is saying is, yeah, he's corrupt and all that stuff. Like, oh, talking about Obamagate and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, yeah, motherfucker, you're corrupt. And, no, Rob, everyone has been corrupt. Just look at the Clintons. They're shady. They have some murders connected to them. Deaths, murders, however you wanna see it. Bush has been corrupt. Nixon. Now I don't know much about Nixon, but he had a bad reputation too. Yeah, and also Sanders. I don't know if you, Rob Flynn, would have voted for Sanders, but hey, he's kind of corrupt too, saying that he's all for the people, the 1%, and all that stuff. Oh, free healthcare, free, college for all, and all that stuff. But that stuff's gonna higher the taxes. You don't want that, Rob, right? Okay, so the funny thing, he's saying, "Oh, you think he wants to come here to Martinez and hang out with my scruffy ass? You just insulted yourself, Rob. Come on, you look decent, with your long hair, your beard, looks pretty cool. You look pretty cool, like your average badass metalhead." And yeah, if Trump were into metal, which I find no evidence of that, but let's say he were, wouldn't he want to hang out with Machine Head or a Slater, Exodus, and all those great bands? I mean, if I were a president and I were into metal, def- I would definitely want to hang out with my favorite bands. And he's also calling himself a scumbag. No, Rob, come on, scumbag. That's what you call the umbrella man. Antifa. All the people that were looting and breaking shit and all that stuff. Those are the scumbags. Those are the people that no one, not Bernie, not Clinton, not Trump, not whoever, those are people that no one would like to hang around with. Especially the wannabe anarchists, which, I used to be like that when I was like 15 or 16. If I had a time machine, I would go back in time and beat the crap out of my 15-year-old self. Yeah, you think those wannabe anarchists would want to hang out with those real legit anarchists like Antifa? Hell no. The wannabe anarchist would say like, no, maybe we shouldn't do this because the police is gonna come here and all that stuff. I mean, that's how I was when I was 15, 16. Thank God I'm not like that anymore. And you can tell because I'm calling out those rioters. Okay, so now he says he would last a week living with a Trump supporter. Rob, you're generalizing, man. Not all of them are the same. Some could even be Machine Head fans. And would you imagine how it is, how they would feel if the singer from one of their favorite bands started, calling them rednecks, saying that they live in a trailer with a Confederate flag and all that stuff? Oh, and by the way, Dimebag, the one that you wrote a song with, I'm sorry, wrong preposition. The one that you wrote a song for, he had a Confederate flag guitar. So, no, what happened to that? You wrote Aesthetics of Hate for him, and now you're also criticizing the Confederate flag users. Now, I know, I guarantee that some people, some of those Confederate flag wearing or users, they're not good people whatsoever. And some of them, they're actually really great people, and I'm sure Dimebag was. Okay, so he's saying, oh, he had to go stay at a Trump supporters, redneck Confederate flag fucking house or trailer. Dude, have you not seen the Trump supporters? Some of them are decent people. Nicholas Sandman, the one that got his life ruined by CNN, and thank God he won against he beat CNN at a lawsuit. That guy doesn't live in a trailer. He's not a redneck. He's a normal, decent person. Do you not know that there's black Trump supporters too, and they live great. They live luxurious life. Do you not know Caitlin Bennett, Anthony Brian Logan, Alex Jones, Will Johnson, Brandon from That's the Point, or Elad Eliyahu from Barely Informed with Elad, Elijah Schaefer of Slightly Offensive. They're Trump supporters and they're decent people. They live in a decent house with a wife. Some of them, I think, even have kids. I don't know, but they're decent people. They don't live in trailers or anything like that. You motherfucker. And besides, Rob Flynn, regardless of who you support, you pretty much live in a great house because you're in a band like Machine Head. You get money for your albums. The fact that you're on Nuclear Blast, where all the big names in metal are, big names like Anthrax, Creator, Destruction, and Epica. Also, the writing. Look, let me tell you something. Let's say this happened when there was no Corona, when uh, let's say this was when concerts and all that stuff were still going on, business as usual, and the writers were angry at the George Floyd thing. They vandalized the venue you guys were playing at. They maybe slashed the tires of your tour bus, broke the windows, maybe even stole some equipment. Wouldn't you be angry? Because how the hell are you supposed to get around from one state to another or from one country to another because they destroyed your tour bus and they took your equipment? How do you feel? You would also feel angry. Would you be like Cuck being like, Oh, yeah, no, no, it's okay, it's okay. No, you will also be angry. And yeah, with the fact that you call them rednecks, the Trump supporters, and some of them being fans of Machine Head, I think they're gonna stop, buying your music and going to your shows. And that's for states where the majority are Trump supporters. Don't go to those states anymore because you're obviously gonna be hated on. Besides, I don't even know if I should keep the machine head patch I have on my battle jacket. And that shit, it actually gave you guys money because it wasn't bootleg or anything. It was an official patch that I got from a concert that I went to see here in Seville, my city. Okay, and now he's talking about his music. Oh yeah, it's because yeah, I wrote that song in the same day as so and so. All that stuff. Talking about the song Volatile. It's a great song, and I'm allowed to like it even though I don't agree with the lyrics. But you're suddenly talking about your music. Why don't you make yourself another account where it's nothing politics and all that stuff? Do another channel like Johan Heg of Amon Amarth. He made a channel where it's just about Vikings and Norse mythology and all that stuff, Viking culture. He doesn't once mention Amon Amarth or his music or anything. It's what you should do. It's just a suggestion. You do what you want with your account, but it's just a suggestion, just putting it out there. Yeah, no shit that he wouldn't want to live with a supporter, even if the supporter is doing good for himself in life, with a mansion and all that stuff. Trump still wouldn't stand it. He will be like, "Yeah, my mansion's so better. Gonna live there instead. Fuck you. I'm leaving." Any president with whatever support they have, they won't want to spend a week with them or anything. And yeah, it goes the same for every politician. They wouldn't last a week living with a supporter. You imagine Bernie Sanders living with one of those young adults that supports him? He would be living with that supporter and his parents, and Bernie wouldn't support it. He wouldn't last a day. So keep that in mind that this is the case for every politician. And I'm just gonna put that out there. Catharsis sucks, and I don't care about the lyrics. I don't care how SJW or woke you are. It sucks, and I'm talking about the sound. I have every right to dislike the album because I didn't like the sound. I didn't like the way you sung it or anything. Now, I'll guarantee there's some good songs on Catharsis, but the album sucks, and it's because of the sound. I don't care about the lyrics. I don't care what political party you support or whatever. Okay, so since I'm running out of time, there will be a part 3 to this. Stay tuned.